are bound. We fought so many battles here that we the ones that never fear. The love resides within our town. We won't stop no letting down. The cup is ours, we're all to drink. It's our town, let's rock this ring. Not alone, just look around. As the group, let's hear the sound. Wheels on us at every turn. Focus drop, the fever burns. Flesh speed, some brilliant daring. Red lights flash, horns blaring. Rocky town, the hunger's fed. Fireman in white and red. They dazzle us before our eyes. Lord Stanley's cup, we have the prize. Not alone, just look around. Let's hear the sound. Just look around.
Hi and welcome back to Main Street Prowlers. I'm your host as always, Chris Baker. In this episode, a good weekend for the Prowlers as we moved up to second place. Also, stay tuned to the end of this episode for something special. 2 games were played this past weekend, thankfully in the state of Michigan. We needed the rest after last weekend's long road trip. The Danville Dashers came to play at McMorran to renew their rivalry between the Soskin twin teams. The attendance was 1104 for a well-fought, clean game between the Dashers and the Prowlers. The scoring didn't start until halfway through the game when the Prowlers got on the board first with a goal by McCauley, assisted by Tattern and Whitmire. Followed 8 minutes later by another Prowlers goal, scored by Harris, assisted by Bennett to bring the score to 2-0. The Dashers unfortunately would score 2 goals before the 5-minute mark in the third to tie up the game. Whitmire would then score the game-winning goal with 10 minutes left, assisted by Bennett and Robertson for the Prowlers to give them a 3-2 win over the first-place Dashers. Whitmire would grab the first star while Bennett would grab the third star of the game. This was a very interesting game as this was the first game of the year we didn't have a fight in. On the good side though, that St. Pierre stopped 31 of the 33 shots he faced in the game. The second game of the weekend, we traveled to St. Clair Shores to play the Fighting Saints for the 3rd time this year. This game came with a very different outcome than the other 2 times, and it wasn't a letdown as there were 2 fights in the game, with Kenny of course being in one of them. The scoring started late in the first, with back-to-back goals by the Prowlers. The first coming from Parkhouse, assisted by McCauley and Pace. The second coming from Mafus, assisted by Robertson and Kenny. A minute and a half into the second, Robertson scored, assisted by Mafus and McTire to bring the score up to 3-0 Prowlers. Tattern would then put us up 4-0 with assists by Parkhouse and Whitmire halfway through the second. The 5th goal came 6 minutes later from Robertson, assisted by Bennett, with the 6th and final goal of the game coming at the 19-minute mark of the second, as scored by Scully, assisted by Robertson and Mafus. The 3 stars for this game were dominated by the Prowlers, with the 3rd star being Parkhouse, the 2nd star was Martino, and the final star of the game was Mafus. The Prowlers goalies would share the duty in the shutout victory as they stopped a combined 40 shots with no goals allowed in front of 327 Saints fans. With the Prowlers' 2 wins in the standings have shifted in our favor. In 7th is the Cornwall Nationals with a record of 1-2-1-0, 5 points. In 6th, the St. Clair Shores Fighting Saints with a record of 2-2-0-1 and 7 points. In 5th is Danbury Titans with a record of 2-4-1-1 with 9 points. In 4th is the Berlin River Drivers with a record of 3-3-0-2 and 11 points. And third is the Watertown Wolves with a record of 3-2-0-1 and 11 points. And second is our boys from Port Huron, the Prowlers, 3-2-0-1 with a point total of 11. And in first is the Danville Dashers with a record of 3-2-1-1 and 12 points. With all said and done, we had a great weekend, and hopefully we can capitalize on this momentum. This weekend's Main Street Prowlers, 3 stars of the week. Our third star, Mafus, with 1 goal and 2 assists. The second star goes to Robertson with 1 goal and 3 assists, with the first star going to St. Pierre and Montinu, as they combined for a record of 2-0 with 71 stop shots and a shutout. Our next games are Friday, November 18th in St. Clair Shores, and Saturday, November 19th at home against the Cornwall Nationals. On a final note, we are starting a contest every week for 2 free tickets to a Prowlers home game. Rules being, you can't be part of Main Street Prowlers or the Prowlers organization. You have to be at least 16 years of age, be within a 50-mile radius of McMorran, and the contest will run from the airing of the show until Sunday at 11:59 p.m. And now here's Dominic with the contest.
Now let's get it started. The contest is a simple question. Who scored the first Prowler goal of this season? Comment your answer under this video as soon as possible. The first one to get it right wins the tickets. That's all for this episode. Until next time, stay sharp, Prowler Nation.